Union Minister Smriti Irani is with me. We are speaking on a day when the farmer groups had called for a Bharat Bandh. Welcome to Times Now, ma'am. Ma'am, farmers' unions across the nation, especially in Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, they had called for a Bharat Bandh. But we are speaking in national capital. We are not seeing that sort of
I
an
would like
impact
to
on street.
direct your attention to Navika's news hour last night, where a farmers' Sangathan declared that they are not trying to do Bharat Bandh, it's the opposition parties that are trying to do Bharat Bandh. So I'm hopeful that what you see today across the country, a vibrant nation which wants to ensure that every segment of society prospers, today is out in full force ensuring that this call by the opposition parties falls, I think, flat on their face. And I'm extremely grateful to every Indian citizen that has disregarded this tactic of the opposition parties and come out in full force to ensure that, given the COVID protocols, we ensure that we support a thriving economy.
And the farmers are saying that they are not willing to take anything less than repealing of these three laws. They are saying we are being harassed, we are being hounded, our farms would be taken away by the
I think
people.
anybody who has seen the deliberations in Parliament and post that read notifications or papers with regards to this particular law knows that the law underlines no farmer's land can be sold, can be usurped, can be mortgaged because of this law. It is very well established in the law. Everybody, including opposition parties, are aware of it. The opposition parties had created this atmosphere of fear where they said MSP operations will not be undertaken once this bill has been passed. I must highlight here that post that parliament session in September till the 5th of December, only in the segment of dhan, rice, over 336 lakh metric tons of rice was procured through MSP operations. 33 lakh farmers across the country participated. 60% of them are from Punjab, and the amount they received was over 63,000 crores. Which means that even if you don't go on the pronouncement of the government, today those 33 lakh farmers in the segment of dhan, in the segment of rice, are certification enough that not only are the MSP operations being undertaken with all sense of diligence, additionally the farmers' participation is a testimony to the fact that they believe Narendra Modi's promises, and that promise today has helped them fructify and receive over 63,000 crores.
Ma'am, there's a talk about how opposition is, in a way fueling the protest. You guys have been saying that it's not farmers' protest, but the opposition's fan protest. Now, opposition says that if the government believes that everything is all right and everything is for the rights of farmers,
Which part of
why
the
then?
opposition?
Why
Name
then?
the leaders.
Ma'am, there are Congress party leaders who have come out and said,
So let the
especially Rahul
Congress-
Gandhi has come out and said
Yes.
that the government is in a way usurping land, grabbing land of the farmers.
Rahul Gandhi is saying we are usurping land. Don't you find that ironical? A man whose entire family legacy is about defrauding farmers and looting the Indian treasury, he has the audacity to make such a statement? I am the MP from Amethi for the past 6 years. There is a judicial order for Rahul Gandhi and his family to vacate land of farmers that he has usurped. And this is the folk tongue with which he speaks. Rahul Gandhi, under his leadership, the Congress manifesto in 2019 said that they want to demolish the APMC Act. It is Rahul Gandhi who went forth and in 2013 gave a press conference famously and said delist every vegetable and every fruit from the APMC list. And that Rahul Gandhi, who was on an international tour and travel while this bill was being discussed in Parliament, today wants to give a different particular kind of color to this entire issue.
Now you also have Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal coming out and saying that the government is not doing good for
Yeah,
farmers.
and
He's
then why
supporting
did
the
it-
farmers, and he says he has been detained, so to say, house arrested, so to
I
say,
think
in
this is a
national
very
capital.
old formula which most of the reporters now are very used to, and I'm sure he will find something new to bring kind of an attention to his so-called normal theatrical purposes that serve his politics. I can only say this, that the belief of the Arvind Kejriwal government in the agricultural reforms brought by the Honorable Prime Minister was such that they notified it in November. And you know that notification only happens when a particular law is not only administratively, legally, but also politically acceptable.
Okay. Ma'am, one last question. 3 points in which you want to assure the farmers that they are safe, the laws are beneficial for them.
3 points that I would like to reaffirm. One, MSP operations are currently underway. As I have said, 33 lakh farmers only for rice procurement have received 63,000 crores directly into their bank accounts. They are a testimony to the fact that the MSP operation in our country thrives. Secondly, The opposition had said mandis will be shut down by the government. Ironically, it is today the opposition karyakartas who are going from one mandi to another with a stick in hand, beating Indian citizens, telling them to come to terms with the fact that the opposition wants everything to shut down. 3, please read the law. It has categorically been stated that no farmer's land can be mortgaged, bought or transferred because of an agreement that the farmers will undertake under the aegis of this law. But particularly, I would request your team to highlight the plight of a farmer from Dhule district in Maharashtra, a state which is not governed by the BJP or the NDA. In that state, pre this particular law which was passed in parliament, that farmer who had sold his corn and had an outstanding of over 3 lakh rupees was running from pillar to post trying to get his payment. After this bill came into function, that farmer used this particular bill to ensure that he was paid his dues, because in this bill it is categorically stated that if you purchase something from a farmer, you have to ensure that the farmer is paid in 72 hours. And Maharashtra is not governed by the Bharatiya Janata Party. So can the opposition today deny that a farmer in a state that they are ruling has received the service courtesy this act?
A final verdict, has the Bharat Bandh failed by the
Hasn't it?
farmers or the opposition, as you say?
Hasn't it? Isn't your channel today a testimony to it?
So there it was, Union Minister Smriti Irani making 3 points very clear, that the laws are very well there to protect the rights of farmers, their income, and that in no way the land of farmers will either be taken away, mortgaged, or there will be any threat to the lands of the farmers. With Amit Badwar in New Delhi, Prashant Kumar, Times Now.